Welcome back, everyone. Okay, great. So we had very good speeches. In fact, I must say the speech of both our director, deputy director, as well as the Dean of Resources and Alumni Resources, and then in fact the ambassador. So I hope most of us we will take note of things. So if we have forgotten some of them, I would like to remind a few things, especially when our director said there must be nominations from Ethiopia for Distinguished Alumnus Awards. So we know that our Ethiopian students, alumnus are doing very well. Okay, so we will also try to keep record of things, and we will also try to nominate, but the responsibility is yours, right? So please try to nominate every time some of your colleagues who have done well and deserve the Distinguished Alumnus Awards. And there are a lot of scope in that way to increase the visibility of our international students, and in specifically Ethiopian students. So though I will be delivering a kind of vote of thanks, so before proceeding in that direction, I would like to point out a few things which our International Relations Office is doing. So as you have seen, one among the main mandate for us is to improve the collaborations. Okay. So we have done it today with the help of our alumni. I must say, when we reached out the alumni for this meeting, 175 years event, many of them, they happily agreed, and once we spread the word that we will be happy to sign the MOUs, many of our alumni really pushed it hard and made it happen so that we can showcase at least few MOUs to be signed in this stage. So apart from forging these collaborations, I think that is very well explained by the ambassador also, by our director and deputy director also. There is a lot of scope for collaboration. We really appreciate it to be mutually beneficial. As our alumni, you know that we don't expect too much from others, right? So we are a public institute, right? So that part also, the word of mouth, that should spread. So IIT Roorkee as an institute doesn't really expect our alumni to donate or contribute in terms of money, but contribute in terms of scientific output, in terms of fruitful collaborations, and that's what we focus for. So that is always our aim, to improve the quality of the education, the skill, and in general nation building for all the countries without depending on any third world. So in that aspect, we try to improve the number of international students coming to our campus also. We have been doing well in the last 5 years. Our international student strength has gone from something between 70 to 80. Now we have more than 200 international students in our campus. And I'm very proud to say that among these 200 odd international students, 50 plus are from Ethiopia. So it is the second largest number after Nepal. So we have mostly Ethiopian students in our campus. And most of you must be aware that earlier the Ethiopian embassy used to send a lot of students. So there were some hiccups in that channel that we are trying to sort out. But these days there is an option of study in India also. So this also you must be aware that any student from Ethiopia can apply through study in India. Okay, he need not wait for any scholarship or anything, right? So if he is qualified, he will be admitted in our institute through the Study in India program, and then they can approach the Ethiopian embassy for their relevances. So this channel is also open, right? So again, if you see how to apply in Study in India and other things, so there is a zoo of Indian institutes. There are so many, right? So most of you know about IITs. So that's where you should guide your younger colleagues to apply for IITs, at least in general public institutes, And then among the public institutes, you know that IIT Roorkee is more adaptive, more welcoming the international students from especially the African region. So that also you should convey to your younger colleagues so that they don't fall prey to dubious institutes, or they don't waste their energy in getting into some other institute. So this is one request I can place in front of you. Apart from these international students, admitting them in regular courses, recently we have started the ITech programs also, restarted it. So through that also we are trying to have more students. And then these days, for example, with this Jimma University, we have a kind of jointly supervised PhD program. Okay, so this is something which you can always look into. A student is jointly supervised by a faculty in IIT Roorkee and in Jimma University. Right. So when the student visits our institute, of course we will take care of the local hospitality. No special provisions of fellowships, etc. are there, but they can always come and do their research there. They can utilize the labs there. They can utilize the expertise of our faculty members. Right. So this is being quite successful. At least 2 students have already enrolled in this program. I wish that this kind of collaboration in jointly supervising the PhD students should expand to other universities also. In that way, we can always work out students visiting IIT Roorkee just to utilize the facilities. That is always allowed. Even if you are having a MTech program here in Ethiopia, say for example, one semester they can always visit IIT Roorkee and do their dissertation part there and come back to Ethiopia and finish their degree. So these options are also there. Please be in touch with our office in case if you look into any such joint PhDs or joint supervision of master's thesis and so on. Okay, so we are quite open in these aspects to increase the student mobility. And naturally, it was discussed with Debre Tabor University also that we have a similar geographical areas. So especially with respect to water resources and dam. So maybe some of the Indian students would like to do their case study there. So that also, if you can provide us some materials, our office will do the advertisements for you. We will circulate the calls or any opportunities which is coming in your university, which can be attractive to the Indian students. So this is another aspect we can look into. Okay, so so now I will just move on to the next part of my talk here. That is the vote of thanks. I must say we are really first thankful to our alumni who responded in a very positive way to be here, to be with us. And none of this could be possible without the support of our administration, right from our director. He has been really pushing us to do this event in a fruitful way. And our deputy director also, Professor Farida, he has been carefully planning all these events meticulously, working out the details with us. And special thanks are to the DORA, Professor Patorai, and many other administrative staff. So in this process, I must mention 2 people at least, or 3 people from our office. So one is from the DORA office, Mr. Vishal Verma, who collected all the details of the alumni and started the process. And then we have Dr. Ravikant Ranjan here, so who has been instrumental in many planning of this event. And it's not a small contribution, it's a huge contribution from Mr. Ebisa. Yeah, so Ebisa is doing PhD with us, and he has been managing most of the activity here, right from the booking of the hotel and looking into the arrangements and inviting most of you personally and running around and making this event quite successful. So a big applause to all our administrative staff and the students. And of course, Ebisa is joined by a galaxy of volunteers who are our alumni, proud alumni to be here and to help us in managing this event. I am really sorry I cannot spell out all their names because I also got to interact with them very less. But I hope this will not be one-off event, and I suppose it is your responsibility, the responsibility of IIT Roorkee alumni, to make more such events happen every time. See, what we need you, that's all. Okay, we are not asking you money, no donations, right? So come and participate, come and talk to us, bring more universities on board, right? We will make our collaborations more wider, more fruitful, and reach out to more deserving people. So I think that is always the motto of University of Roorkee and now the IIT Roorkee. So to reach out to the students everywhere who are more deserving, more suitable to nation building. So with these words, I really appreciate the support extended by the Indian Embassy also, the ambassador, and then naturally there are many other contributors who made this event more stronger and useful, that are the universities here. So they also send their officials, the presidents and deans and so on. So especially Debratabar University, Erba Minch University, Haramaya University, Ambo University, University of Gondar, Walega University, and Addis Ababa University. So certainly we value your partnership. We thank a lot for your presence here. It is really motivating. Okay, so we will keep working on and be more productive, I would say. I hope I did not miss much. Thank you again. So before I conclude, or we conclude this formal event, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Anigagren Gashaw, President Debratabar University, to deliver his speech.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all for this great event. Your Excellency, Mr. Shri Robert, Ambassador of India. Your Excellency, Professor Tenale Mayeno, Board Vice Chair of Debratabar University. Professor Manurjan Farida, Deputy Director of Roorkee. Professor Arumagam, Dean of International Relations at Roorkee University. Professor Partha Roy, Dean of Resources and Alumni Affairs. Dear Presidents, Vice Presidents, colleagues and friends, and above all, dear alumni of Roorkee University, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, and invited guests. I would like to say congratulations for the 175th anniversary of Roorkee University, and I would like to congratulate you as an alumni for having such a great event in Addis Ababa today. Before I would like to make my notes on today's event, I have a lot of reasons to talk about Debratabar University today. His Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, mentioned in his speech that Dr. Ergoge Tesfaye, the Ethiopian minister, has received an award for her leadership and contribution to her country. And Dr. Ergoge is also the board chair of Debratabar University, and that has been really great news for us again. So I would like to congratulate Dr. Ergoge and her friends and even all Ethiopians for receiving such an award from the Indian government. I would like to appreciate the very creative way of celebrating the anniversary of Roorkee University. That they are coming to the alumni themselves than calling and gathering the alumni around the world. And I am very happy that Ethiopia is one of the countries for Roorkee University to celebrate. It is one of its historical and great event of its anniversary, of its establishment. I have got a very great lesson from this event that it's very important to engage alumni for future development as well. So this event is not only an anniversary of the future, I mean the past achievements, it's also a springboard for the future development. They are also calling you to take part, to engage in future developments, and that is really a different experience for Ethiopian higher education. And I hope we all have a lot to learn from this. Very importantly, I would like to remind you again what the Indian ambassador to Addis Ababa, to Ethiopia, said about the historical relationship between Ethiopia and India. The two countries have a very strong relationship in all fields, in business, politics, diplomacy, tourism, culture, and many others. And from all this, the most important of all is education. And I believe the two countries will continue their strong allies, and such kind of people-to-people relationship is also what we need as a country. And we are really very proud that India is also an ally for this nation. I am very delighted to join you today. Of course, I am here in a representation of other presidents as well. So my message is also in the name of my colleagues and presidents of the universities that you are representing. I am very delighted to be part of this 175th anniversary of the foundation of IIT Roorkee. It is a privilege for me and my university, Tabor University, to have this moment at this great event. It really gladdens my heart to congratulate those who have contributed their share in helping IIT Roorkee to make a meaningful and successful journey that we have been listening. I am delighted to congratulate you because you made IIT Roorkee an internationally visible institution which goes in line with the concept of universus, the Latin etymological root of the word university, universality. And I believe this is well demonstrated today at this historical event of your anniversary being held in Africa, here in Ethiopia, especially today in Addis Ababa, which conveys for me that Roorkee's global connectedness, particularly with Africa and Ethiopia. At this moment, I would like to convey my sincere appreciation for the leadership of Roorkee to decide to celebrate this great historical event in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I heard that this is not the only place that they are celebrating their anniversary, but we are one of the few spots, the few places where this event is happening. And therefore, I would like to, I am impressed by such a global connected travel where they are traveling to everywhere where they have alumni. And that is really very important part of this event. While celebrating such a great anniversary, I am very pleased to inform you that my university, Tabor University, is only a 10 years old university. It's a very young university, unlike the Roorkee University. My university is keen on following the path of such great historical endeavors like that of Roorkee's. In the past 10 years, we have been able to stand out as one of a young and promising university in the country. We have been able to establish 6 colleges, including college of, the biggest one is the College of Technology, and we are working on developing other expansions as well. We have been able to expand programs from the degree, bachelor to PhD levels, and still we are growing very fast. We are actively playing in national higher education reforms and all kinds of development in the country. In the past 3 years, we had the most difficult times in Ethiopia for many reasons, and mainly for COVID-19 and for natural disasters, and of course, because of war. In this challenging time, our greatest responsibilities lied on the safety of our students, maintaining the status quo and the stability of the country, and helping students stand strong and safe, and playing our part to continue standing by the people who are in trouble and to be on their side. In spite of all these challenges, however, Debre Tabor University have coped up with all these disasters and continue to this date. We helped our students graduate even in the times of war. We really stood strong by the side of the people in helping and supporting whoever is in need of support. Above all, we continue fulfilling our strategical goals as a higher education institution. Our achievements are really amazing, and in this regard, we have received a number of educational awards in Ethiopia, and not to mention others, way of transforming the Ethiopian traditional agriculture into the best efficient and most technological agricultural inputs, health sciences and technology, and to actualize our dreams of becoming a leading academic institution and shoulder our historical responsibility of answering to Ross's quest for knowledge and science. We require working with reliable and excellent partners like Roorkee. So I want to call upon the management and leadership of Roorkee to work with us in the following areas as per our Memorandum of Understanding, which we signed on the 21st of December 2019. I am very glad that I witnessed today the signing up of new Memorandum of Understanding and even renewing the old ones today. And I am also very glad to announce that the Debre Tabor University has had this agreement some years before in 2019. So we want to work with Roorkee on exchanging ideas, as you already invited us, and information with professors and faculty of Roorkee. Exchange materials and facilities necessary for joint purposes, for common ventures, designing short-term trainings and projects, research projects, organizing both physical and virtual seminars and academic platforms. And we want to design joint research projects and continue exchange, faculty exchange like we did before. I am very happy today that we have around 15 alumni from Debre Tabor University, and I know that some 5 more are doing their PhD in Roorkee, and I believe our historical attachment will continue in a better and efficient way. Finally, I would like to assure to the leadership of Roorkee the commitment of Debre Tabor University leadership and our readiness to work with you in the times ahead. Wishing all a very pleasant time while we stay in Ethiopia, particularly the delegates from Roorkee. I would like to congratulate you all for such a wonderful evening that we had today. And I thank you very much for giving me this chance, and it's really a privilege for me, for myself and my university. And thank you again. Thank you all. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Professor. Now we have a very important task to felicitate some of our oldest alumni who have come to this event so far. It is our privilege to have them here for the long memories associated with our institute. I will call them one by one. So how this has happened is that we have a list of alumni who have registered, and then we chose some of the senior most alumni among the list who are here. Okay. So if your name is left out, don't worry, I will take care of it. Okay, so I will start from the alumni from 1994, Dr. Alamayu Chufamo, who is incidentally the Vice President of Ababa University. I call upon Professor Parida and Professor Potoroy to join me yeah. Maybe, yeah, here it's this one. Dr. Alamayu, please come. The next person is Derese Admasu, who graduated in 2013. Please. Then I call upon Alfera Helefon, who graduated in 2017 with MTech from Water Resources Development and Management.